tonight's teaching in Jesus' name. Amen. How y'all doing? Well, I come in here wondering what I even have on. Because we just moved. Mary was there also. We just moved 2 trailers worth of stuff, like put it in a new house for Mission 61. Go with this and the thing. And it's pouring and it's raining. By the time I got done with that section of it, we kind of looked like, little wet puppies. But then I had to go after the team left, and I had to go to fix something. And then it drenched. And I looked in the mirror, and I was like, yeah, I only got enough time to get to this thing, right? My clothes were soaking wet, and I looked like a drenched rat. So I stopped over, and I'm like, give me something to wear. And the lady at Maurice's, there's some advertisement. Anyway, she's like, well, what size? I'm like, I don't know, just give me that. Give me. So, and I just got dressed downstairs and was like, I don't know what to, so who knows what's going on all up in here. And then you come and you're like, hi. But that's what happened. So something ain't matching. I don't even know if I got tags hanging out or what I got. But sometimes you got to do that to get something done. And but we are here tonight as Hope Dealers is going to deal out some hope in some areas. And part of how we do that is we talk about the things that are hard. We talk about the things that we're working on. We're talking about the next right hard thing we have to do. And if we don't talk about it, then nobody talks about it, and then we never get anywhere, right? And we just keep spinning around. It's kind of like the children of Israel when they went around the desert, and then they went around the desert again. And then, it's like, maybe we should get some new information, huh? Maybe we should do that. Well, I've been talking about words of faith. I've been talking about the ports of entry to, how we record things, all kinds of different things. But somebody asked me, just shot a question out, and I like to jump on those, and so we'll weave it into what we're talking about, but we're going to answer the question. And the person asked this way: why am I never satisfied? Right? So think about that. Have you ever asked yourself that, like, I got my new car and I got high off the event and then, and no matter what I do, clean the house. You come up and then you come down. And part of that is from the word contentment. And some of contentment is learned or not learned, right? So if we didn't learn contentment, then we would have discontentment. But if you look at the word contentment, it has the word content in it, right? So what's the content of what we're after? What's the heartfelt thing of what we're doing or whatever? And when you diss on that, that's like I always say, the old school dictionary, if you look it up, the word dis, D-I-S, means the demonic bringing down from the god of this underworld on your content, right? On the facts we're talking about, on the thing we're going after. And no matter how, much you spend on something or how little or whatever, just like, come on. There's that feeling like I'm just discontent. And so we chase the next high. How many even know what it's like to chase the next high? And the next high could be the next movie that comes out in a series. Some people dress all up, because there's the next high that they're going to, I walked in one time and I thought I was in one thing and I was in another. And I realized I was in, I don't remember, it was Star Trek or Star Wars. And I was like, oh, there's some Romulans in here and got to back her out. Wrong movie, right? Because people were dressed up and they were excited. They were like the part. And it's the same thing with football season. If you're a football fanatic, right? You go from game to game. Huh? And I'm not talking about, happiness like I can't wait to see my grandson or granddaughter play soccer. That's just something like, that makes me happy. But there's a difference when I chase the thing, I chase the content, and I hope that it satisfies me. Do you see that? Like if I just get this, then I'll be satisfied. But when you get that, some reason you ain't satisfied. Some people chase supermodels. And they get one. And then, she ain't so, she's not all that in a bag of chips. It's been like 3 months we've been together, and she's kind of like, I don't know, she ain't as pretty as what I thought. right? Because you're, especially if you had sex outside of marriage and you do the thing we're really not supposed to be doing, and you participate in that because we're going to get the goal, and we're going to get the high off, and we're going to get the passion, and we're going to, and now it's like, yeah, boring, right? So then you have to go chase another high. And there's some crazy highs people are chasing right now. Now, everybody deserves love, but there is a fad going around where girls want to be with either a person in a wheelchair or somebody who's paraplegic or something like that. It's a fad. Not like I love the person and I want to be with them, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's, can I be with that person and no one else have them? I mean, we are getting bored. Our society is bored. We're like, yeah, I don't know. We tried it all. Could we invent something new? I mean, I don't know. Let's start something. Should we start something? We'll start a fad. And that's part of the content that we're going after. You add the word dis to it, and now there's a demonic bringing down of you being content with the content. Right? Now, sometimes this can go overboard, but my husband, when he gets something, he thinks it through. Like, he thinks it through. He compares. He's like, I researched that already. We went to this website. I called the guy at Menards. We went to, and I mean, he just doesn't go to a store and go, oh, like the blue one. You know, he just doesn't do that. So with that, you know, I remember I was cleaning out a drawer, and there was this old comb in there. You know, those little ones, they used to give them out at school. This little comb. I think it was picture day, you'd get a comb. Like, please do something, you know? They were just giving you that. You thought it was a gift, but they're like, could you do something so you halfway look decent in the bedroom, you know? So you would get this comb, right? And this was a comb from 7th or 8th grade, and I didn't know it. He was content with that comb. The things in it were, you know, the teeth in it at the time were bent. And I threw it out. And he noticed. Right? Now, he doesn't hang on to every little thing. Some people are hoarders, and they hang on, you know, like this is from 1922, passed on from somebody's grandma who used to live next door that I don't know, but her sister gave it to me. You know, it's like, well, maybe you don't want to hang on to all that stuff. But she had he had, I should say, that thing of saying, you know, I'm pretty content with those. See how long it lasts. And I blew the record. Another one I blew, wallet. He's content. People are like, why don't you get a new wallet? Because I like this one. I'm content with it. It had duct tape, you know. So you're like, well, let's reinforce it or whatever. Because you're going to see how long this thing, because you're content with it. It isn't like you need to make a statement, go get another wallet, do whatever. Now, that's different than being like, I could never get another wallet because I can't believe that I'll ever have enough finances to do it. Well, that's poverty. This is just plain contentment. Yeah? Some people have a lot of money. I love the biography thing that they did with, autobiography thing they did with Clint Eastwood. Very wealthy man. And so they're waiting to interview him, and he comes pulling up in this old station wagon, rust all on the sides or whatever. It's one of his favorite cars. He's content with it. But he should be in a Lamborghini. He should be in some, you know, suit and everything. He's like, I'm content. Money's just money. But if you chase the high is never big enough. It's never dangerous enough. Some people chase the high. The content has to be dangerous. And then when you accomplish that dangerous thing, it's like, yeah, that wasn't that much. And you find yourself needing a bigger high or a bigger hit or a bigger something in that, and you're not content. And when you're not content, you're not at peace, and you start pacing. Right? That's that thing we talked about before. You look in the fridge, close it. You look in the fridge, you close. And you're just going back and forth. I'm in search. I don't even know what I'm in search for, but I don't feel content. Number one thing that people say when they're coming off of alcohol, drugs, porn, any form of addiction, I'm so bored. Right? And, you know, if I was bored and I wasn't coming off of any of those things, I'd just say, yeah, it's kind of boring. My voice tone would probably say it like that. Just, yeah, today's a kind of boring day. It'd be nice if we had some challenge, get something accomplished. But today was not that day. Today was not a boring day at all. But at the same time, a lot of times the expression will come out very extreme if you're 2 weeks off of meth. So boring. Like, what? This is stupid. You don't say stupid, it's stupid. And it's like drug out because the emotion of it is like, oh, I'm so discontent with what's going on. Right? We can be discontent with the body we live in. That's a journey for most